Hello students, now I am going to say the story, The King and the MACAW Parrots. Once upon a time, there was a king who had gone to visit neighboring kingdoms. He was gifted a pair of baby MACAW parrots by the king of the last kingdom where he was visiting. They were the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. So upon returning to his kingdom, he called for a bird trainer and asked him to train MACAW parrots. The king also arranged a place in the palace garden for the parrots. He often looked at them from his palace windows. As time passed, one day the trainer came to the palace and informed the king that though one of the parrot was flying majestically high in the sky, the other one was not moving from his branch since the day it had arrived. Upon hearing this, the king summoned trainer and healers from the nearby kingdoms. They all tried their best, but could not make the parrot fly. He even asked the courtiers to try to find a way to make the parrot fly, but they all failed. The parrot was not moving from his branch at all. Finally, after trying everything, the king thought that maybe he needs someone who may be more familiar with the natural habitat. He asked his courtier to get a farmer from the countryside and take him to the parrot to see if he can understand the problem with the parrot. The next morning, the king was thrilled to see the parrot flying high above the palace gardens. He asked his servant to call that farmer to meet him. The servant quickly went and located the farmer, who came and stood before the king. The king asked him, "How did you make the parrot fly?" With his hands folded with respect, the farmer said to the king, "It was very easy, Your Majesty. I simply cut the branch where the bird was sitting." The moral of the story is, we are all gifted with the energy to find a success in our life, but fail to gather a courage which is required to reach heights of success and end up clinging to the things that are familiar to us. We need to free ourselves from our comfort zone to explore new opportunities and find a success beyond our capacity. The next story I am going to discuss is The Boy Who Cried Wolf. In a village lived a carefree boy with his father. The boy's father told him that he was old enough to watch over the sheep while they graze in the fields. Every day he had to take the sheep to the grassy fields and watch them as they graze. However, the boy was unhappy and didn't want to take the sheep to the fields. He wanted to run and play, not watching the boring sheep graze in the field. So he decided to have some fun. He cried, "Wolf, wolf," until the entire village came running with stones to chase away the wolf before it could eat any of the sheep. When the villagers saw that there was no wolf, they were left muttering under their breath about how the boy has wasted their time. The next day, the boy cried once more, "Wolf, wolf," and again the villagers rushed there to chase the wolf away. The boy laughed at the fright he had caused. This time, the villagers left angrily. The third day, as the boy went up the small hill, he suddenly saw a wolf attacking his sheep. He cried as hard as he could, "Wolf, wolf, wolf," but not a single villager came to help him. The villagers thought that he was trying to fool them again and did not come to rescue him or his sheep. The little boy lost many sheep that day. all because of his foolishness. Moral of the story is it is difficult to trust the people who lie, so it is important to always be truthful. Thank you for watching.